everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, make sure to check out my previous lessons about violin. Today we're diving into the fundamental techniques that will add skill and expression to your music. So grab your violin and let's get started. Let's start things off with pizzicato. It's a technique where you pluck the strings of your violin instead of using your bow. This adds different textures to your playing. It also leaves a shorter sound, rather than you making a note with your bow. You would then see the word arco on your sheet music, meaning that you're switching from pizzicato to playing with your bow. Now, hold your violin as usual, but instead of using your bow, you use your right hand, thumb and index finger to gently pluck the strings. You place the thumb on the fingerboard and you pluck or press, depending on what type of song you're playing or piece, and you press on the strings with your index finger. I'll show you right now. So you put your violin like you normally would here. You hold your hand here as it should be, and you don't use your bow. You use your right hand, you use your thumb and your index finger. You put your thumb here on the fingerboard, and you just use your index finger to pluck whatever your other fingers put your finger in. So you could put your first finger on the A string, for example, and you just pluck it. Or you could do an open string, and you can do this with all the strings. So I'll just play a scale. Now a different angle. Or you can gently also press the string if you want the sound to be more quiet. Now, another thing you must know is not to use your nails, but you need to pluck it with your fingertips, just here. Otherwise you get this weird, it's a different sound if you do it with a nail, and it shouldn't sound like that. So I guess you could give it a try and just always play with your fingertips, never with the nails. Now, I'll also show you a clip of pizzicato in a professional setting, so you could also see how it works in, let's say, an orchestra. So experiment with placing different fingers on the strings to play different notes and sounds. But pizzicato is actually commonly used in pieces, so just have fun with it. Let's talk about vibrato, basic vibrato. So vibrato is a technique that adds warmth and richness to your sounds. So start by placing your fingers on a string. I started with the A string, so that's what I would do. And then rock your finger back and forth while maintaining contact with the string. You need to start off by rocking it with your left hand, by moving it backwards first and then forward, and then just continue that motion, which I'll show you in a sec. The rocking motion creates a slight vibration pitch, which gives your notes this beautiful melodic quality. Practice this slowly at first and then gradually increase your speed, and then once you master it, you could just straight away add it to your pieces when you're playing. Vibrato is a very powerful tool for expressing emotion in your playing. I don't know if you saw, but the third position starts where your third finger is in the first position. I'll show you again. So to get to the third position, you just slide up and down, and I would do that if I were you, and then just check every single time if your first finger on the third position matches with the same sound as your third finger in your first position, because they should make the same sound since you're placing them on the same spot. So smoothly slide up your fingers up and down on the same string for your desired pitch, and practice shifting between these two positions and pay attention to maintaining a consistent tone. This technique opens up a whole new range of possibilities in your music, since you could do this with any string and go as high as you want, but you need to be a bit better for that. As you move up the fingerboard and the strings, the notes become higher and they give off a slight different sound. So experiment with playing a simple melody in different positions to discover the unique tones this position brings to music, and this adds depth and obviously variety to your playing. Now, to make your music more expressive, focus on dynamics and emotion. Experiment with playing certain passages louder, so forte, or softer, so that would be piano. And use bowing techniques, perhaps, to show different moods. You could do this by, for example, keeping your bow movements short or long. Don't be afraid to put your own interpretation into music. A violin is basically a voice that's really melodic, but make sure to understand what it says in your sheet music to help you with the expression as well. So there you have it, a brief introduction into pizzicato, basic vibrato, shifting, and playing in different positions. Remember that these techniques take time to master, and so be patient and practice consistently. If you feel that this lesson has helped you, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And if you have any questions, you could leave them down in the comments or suggestions as well. And maybe I'll see you another time. Bye!